We are here today to commemorate this redoing of our village park here. Thank you everybody for coming out. And I'm going to pass the mic on to Ruth, who is a major part here and a major player. She knows all the names of the important people to thank for this.
Hey, at least everybody here is loyal to our park since we know what's happening today, the Lions game. So go Lions! I was asked to attend this ceremony today to thank all those that worked so hard to make this village park restoration a success. Because without them, this gift to the community would not have happened. It began 18 months ago as a vision of our former Village of Romeo president, Christine Malzahn, to renovate the old park without burdening the residents with funding it. She approached Ford Motor Company when they announced that they were leaving our community with the concept of leaving behind a positive reminder of their contributions to this community and to the village of Romeo. They agreed to donate $100,000 in a 3-year time frame as seed money to begin the project. Ford Motor Company Fund donated these funds to the mitttv nonprofit, and we took up the torch of renovating our beloved park. It's a small park, but it's mighty, and one who would be much bigger soon, as we hired Michigan's top park designer, Jim Epic of Epic Partners, who designed this around the idea of giving this small space the ability to not only be green space for our families, but to also be outfitted with electrical outlets positioned all around the park in order to have food trucks and vendor fairs and fresh markets in our small park in the future. Despite our tricky Michigan weather and many wet days in the years of 2022 and 2023, the assembled local team under the direction of Jason Arnott as the general contractor made our budget and construction deadline on the mark. Thanks to the dedication team at Earth Environments, who is also local, and taking every day to be here and creating this success of this project. This project has been a labor of love, carried out by all the local contractors that went the extra mile to be involved in making this concept come to life as a gift to this community. When approached to be part of this project, they all jumped at the opportunity to be involved. They gave their time and talents to make this tiny state of an art village park ours, as much as it could become. As you visit the park, you might not notice the attention to detail that the team took to make this tiny park a state-of-the-art and ADA compliant, and also to last for 100 years. If you notice the fence area and the pillars and the low voltage lighting, that not only gives safety to those children in the park, to the road, it also gives a sound barrier to the residents on the opposite side. You'll notice that there are electrical boxes every 20 feet. That's so that we can have up to 30 vendors all on the sides of the park itself, and also food trucks and fresh markets. The pathways are all ADA compliant. That allows not only the handicapped to come and visit the park, but it also allows for people to pass one another in the park and to also have catering tables placed in the park in the future. The grass has a new irrigation system, so it'll stay as beautifully green as it is right now. We tried to keep as many existing trees as we had. We had some sick trees and ones that are being doctored right now. This silver maple is having some problems. We've been doctoring it for almost 3 years, and last month we trimmed it in hopes that it will survive. That's why we kind of have this odd duck of a third Christmas tree here, in case we don't save our silver maple. We'll still have a Christmas tree. The state-of-the-art sound system installed by RWB Productions inside the pavilion was designed so that the bands, the keynote speakers, and ceremonies can be professionally done within the pavilion, and then ground-level speakers that you'll see on the ground to keep the noise level and down for the residents that surround this park. Along with the wireless and Bluetooth technology was installed for remote management for the village to remotely manage the sound system and the lighting. Careful attention was taken to keep the historic value of this park while updating it for its future use to our residents. The benefits of the Village of Romeo will be the ability to rent this pavilion and the entire park out to organizations for ceremonies like this one, weddings, showers, and celebrations. The benefit to our community will be that our children have a safe place to play and gather, and our students no longer have to travel to Shelby Township or Rochester to take their prom pictures and their homecoming pictures. It was a true collective community effort managed by Jason Arnott, owner of Earth Environments, and his team leader, JP. They assembled a team of tried and true local contractors as their ride or die team, and there are so many to thank, but let me try. Let me first ask a thank you to Jason Arnott and JP for their daily management of this project. It helped that Earth Environments was just across the street, but they were here every day and made sure that the project ran on time. Jason Arnott, JP, and the brothers team of Telly, Lupe, if I get this right, and Ali, right? Our local village craftsmen who knew how to build this park and to keep its historic value, Les Young of Young Masonry, and his assistant Don, who built these beautiful supports, the base of the pavilion, and the beautiful fence line, including the beautiful pillars that will eventually house our time capsules and donation plaques. Wes Coleman, who designed and implemented all of the state-of-the-art electrical and all of the elements of this park, including the Reasons and Seasons lights above that change lights white for weddings, red for Valentine's Day or Christmas. Low voltage lighting and the new electrical box that houses the new wireless and blue technology. Brian Moran, owner of American Lawn Sprinklers and Lighting, who gave us our new irrigation system and our online irrigation system that the village will now be able to manage electronically to keep our green spaces forever. And also the state-of-the-art system from RW Productions inside the pavilion was designed so that bands and everyone else can use the low-level speakers. Troy Dell and his assistant Bo from Advantage Carpentry, who is here every day making sure that the building team secure the level of quality needed for this project. Rob Wisniewski and his father and son team from RMW Productions, who stepped in and designed this amazing sound system that you hear today. Joe Vacca, who was our engineer extraordinaire and owner of Gateway Engineering, and his partner, Mittish Gondry. And of course, the original designer of the park, Jim Epic. The initial work that had to be done to remove the old gazebo to its new home, and the heavy work and the fine art of getting this beautiful weather vane on top of this beautiful copper roof, was the most generous local man, Bob Rogers. He was always here on hand to lend a helping hand and equipment whenever we needed it. He helped us move the old gazebo across town where it was donated, and it is now being rebuilt. Mike Romano from Tech City, who has been an intricate team member and was always just an arm's length away, and he also developed the new LED lighting for all occasions. And Dave Pierce from Starkweather. Starkweather had a hand on taking some of the historic elements and restoring them. And Dave Pierce and the Boy Scouts are working on restoring and installing our drinking fountain back to its original position. Myron and his team from Landscape Direct, Toy Products, who came through many times when supplies were short. Dillman and Upton, our local Ace Hardware, Creekside Sod Farm, Green Acres Tree Farm, Salinger Electrical, G&M Roofing, Advanced Tree Services, and Rocks and Roots are just some. And of course, we have to thank the Board of Directors from the Friends of the Village of Romeo Park for their guidance and generosity of their time to make the approvals necessary to make our deadlines. Miss Elizabeth Black Kellogg, Matt Dowd, Michelle Giza, Ron Roncelli, Zoe Zermatis, Pat Vinkner, and Richard D'Amato. And our park restoration liaisons, Clara Russell, and Lisa McLean and her team from Congresswoman McLean's office, and Kelly Stevens from our local Chamber of Commerce. We're all instrumental in making this all happen. And last, but most definitely least, the donors that funded this project. Miss Stephanie Fries from Ford Motor Company Fund that spearheaded the Ford donation that was the seed money to get started. Mrs. Donna All, Heidebrecht Chevrolet, and the mitttv for their generous donations. We have a few more elements as we finish the last touches to the pavilion. As you see, some of the scrolling work is being done this week and will be added to. We also have a information center kiosk that will be installed so that everybody knows what's happening with the park. Throughout this process, many have asked why. Why would you do this for free, as a gift to our residents? And I answered with the same quote. It's a popular saying from an HBO series about the importance of making your life and others' lives the best you can while you're here on this planet. And it simply spells out the intention of the restoring team that made this park. Society grows great when old men plant trees which shade they will never sit under. Why? Because good people do good things for good people. That's it. As we hand this village park to our residents and to its managers as a gift of our love to this community, it's yours to use, to call your own, to use it to gather, to bring your children to meet their new friends, and to introduce them to their neighbors. To gather to discuss opinions and ideas and soak up that feeling of a village community while you sit in your chairs on the grass and listen to some amazing music, or watch a couple saying their vows. Because in order to create this kind of atmosphere for our children, so they don't have to watch their phones every day, and they look up in the trees and they see the leaves and they see the grass and they have their bare feet in the grass and they know the strength of nature. That's what the Village of Romeo is about. And we hope that you guys all enjoy it and make it your own. Thank you.
From the Village of Romeo, from the council, from our planning commission, all of our members, our DDA, thank you to everybody that you listed. Thank you to the Friends of the Village Park and Ford and everybody. If we could have Miss Emily come on up. We have a representative here from the governor's office. Hand it over to you.
We can actually see what Ruth was talking about with children playing together that didn't know each other until about 20 minutes ago. One's my daughter in pink, and then we have your neighbor and daughter. So that's exactly what it's all about. It is a pleasure to be here from the governor's office, but it's extra special because I am a Romeo graduate, K-12. My husband and I met at band camp under the direction of Mr. Reinhardt, and we actually, in the old gazebo, played concerts in the park with the jazz band. So this is really a full circle moment, and it's really wonderful to be here with you all today. And the administration really cares about local and state parks, as you can see from past bipartisan budgets, because local parks bring people together. They bring children together, whether it's music in the park that you get to sit and listen to, or it's Santa lighting the tree, which we're all looking forward to coming up very soon. So it is my pleasure to be here to bring the certificate commemorating the rededication of the Romeo Village Park. The state of Michigan commends the Village of Romeo for its commitment to enhancing the community and providing a space of beauty, recreation, and unity, and that's signed by Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Thank you.
As a citizen of Romeo for 43 years, the legacy that this park is being left to the Village of Romeo is such a gift. I'm sure Helen Starkweather's standing in the corner over there. Yep. So congratulations, a job well done.
and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Said I don't wanna leave you lonely, you gotta make me change my mind. Baby, I got your number, oh, and I know that you got mine. You know that I called you, oh, I called too many times. You can call me, baby, you can call me anytime. You gotta call me. Give me a reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Said I don't wanna leave you lonely, you gotta make me change my mind. I don't want no one to squeeze me, they might take away my life. Said I don't want no one to squeeze me, they might take away my life. I just want someone to hold me, oh, and rock me tonight. With you, for I can love you, oh, and give you what you need, yeah. I said that you, for I can love you, oh, and give you what you need. Oh. Said I'm too old to go chasing you around, wasting my precious energy. Oh, give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Yeah. Come on now, give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Oh, told you that I love you, and there ain't no more to say. Thank you.